And welcome here to Grangegorman for this Sigerson Cup quarter-final between TU Dublin and the University of Limerick on what can only be described as a beautiful evening here in North Dublin. Conditions are absolutely perfect for a game of football, and we will start down to our left-hand side, and TU Dublin in their home strip of all navy. And they start with Jack Rogers in goals, Cian Riley, Matt Nolan and Niall Carlin, the Cavan man. Dara Fee, Cormac McGeough and Joe Prendergast complete the half-back line. It's Cian McBride and Sean Haffin in midfield. Colin Basquel, Jack Lundy and Danny McCartan complete the half-forward line. Inside is Sean Jones, Conor Fee and Jordan Morris. For University of Limerick, they've made the trip up the road here to Grangegorman on the north side of Dublin. They're down to our right-hand side in the away strip of white, and they line out as follows. Billy Hogan in goals, Fenton Kelly, Cormac Wolfe and Paddy O'Driscoll, Owen Clifford, Dara Cashman the captain and Daniel Walsh, Tomás O'Donnell and Dara O'Hagan. The half-forward line is Conal Dawson, Jack McCabe and Dara Hennigan, while inside is Cian McHale, Sean McDonnell and Cian O'Grady. So, brilliant conditions. Delighted to be joined on alongside Paul Woods. And Paul, we're just looking at the pitch here before the game. It's absolutely perfect for a game of football.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And a slight breeze to the left, but overall conditions are really good. Looking forward to a good game, Ciaran. Yeah,
and obviously a lot of star men on show for both sides, but I think particular attention must be drawn to the TU Dublin corner forward, Jordan Morris, the Kingscourt Stars man, the Meath forward. He's in flying form as of last season, picked up a Tolgin Cup All-Star only 2 years ago. You've seen him at first hand at club level. He was in league and championship finals only recently with Kingscourt. He's a phenomenal talent.
Yeah, he's a great lad with a really good attitude, and he had a good game for Meath there at the weekend too, so hopefully there's no ill effects from that and we'll see him at full flight.
Yeah, so looking forward to seeing how Jordan gets on. Also in the TU Dublin team we've Colin Basquel, obviously season campaigner, well proven, knows the game inside out, All-Ireland winner with Dublin of course, All-Star. And you know, when you have a player like that in the half-forward line, when you have a player like Morris inside, it's just absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really intriguing to watch how these top-class players come together and what magic they can bring tonight.
Yeah, of course. Both sides have made it to tonight's quarter-final on very different paths. For TUD, well, they started their campaign way back on the 10th of January, beating UCG by 8 points to 5, and followed that up then with a win over St Mary's by 3-14 to 3-11 to book their place in the quarter-finals of the Sigerson Cup. For the University of Limerick, well, they beat ATU Galway 3-17 to 110 before suffering a 1-point defeat to the Ulster University 110 to 19, but they recouped to beat UCG 3-8 to 14 points. So I suppose a little bit there that we can go off, Paul, on the form guide is both teams have played UCG and both teams have beaten UCG, and by the same score, by 3 points. So going on those margins, very close pecking.
Yeah, it's going to be tight to call, and as we said beforehand, Ciaran, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it should be a really good encounter and should be something that the people looking in at home, we've a good crowd here behind us as well to get this game underway, and the referee's just calling for a little bit of order there and trying to get the teams ready. We're just about approaching the 7 o'clock throw-in, and a large crowd gathering of course for the meeting of these two sides. So Shawnee Buckley is the manager of the University of Limerick team, and Adam Doran hoping to do what Sean Fox did way back in 2013 and guide TUD, or DIT as they were then, to Sigerson Cup success. That cup of course lifted on that occasion by Brian Menton, so TUD will be hoping to add another one to the ranks tonight. And just final few preparations, final few meshes coming in, and it looks to be all set for should be a great game, Paul.
Yeah, hopefully. Players just taking their places now, Ciaran. Be interesting to see if there's any changes in positions.
Yeah, so that'll be very important to see if there are any positional changes. We just keep an eye out for that before we bring it to you. So it looks as if
Colin Basquel has gone into the full forward line there.
Yeah, Basquel's gone inside, and it looks as if DIT will shoot from left to right in this first half.
They're actually changing around here.
They are, yeah. So it'll be University of Limerick who go from left to right. Another positional change there. Tomás O'Donnell has gone into the half forward line and into midfield. Another change, left half back Daniel Walsh has gone into the middle of the field. So a couple of changes. TUD look to be playing to the programme as best as they can, but we will keep you up to date with everything. And it's amazing, Paul, how third level football has followed the inter-county scene. We have iPads and all here on the sideline, so it's got very professional in the year since we graced third level pitches. But
Absolutely has.
We're about to get underway here in Grangegorman. The first of the quarter-finals played here. The other one was earlier on in Belfield, where UCD were 5-18 to 1-4 winners over MTU Kerry. And the ball is in and we're underway, and it's TUD who have gotten it from the start. Still going on the old rules here, just to note, because easy to spot from the start. 2 men in the middle of the field from both sides. It's not the new rules, so there'll be no 2 points for the kick outside the arc, but hopefully we'll see a few long-range scores. And on the attack straight away, coming down on the far side, are TUD, and they're attacking, trying to get the ball inside, trying to relieve Morris, and Morris just couldn't take it with him. It was a good ball in from Basquel straight away, and Limerick just trying to mop it up now and come out with it. And Limerick just moving the ball around on their 45 line. Alan Coyne, the man in the middle from Westmeath tonight, so he'll have a busy job just in terms of keeping eyes and everything, but he's ably assisted here with linespeople on both sides, Paul, so good help.
Yeah, absolutely. UL seem to want to start from deep, Ciaran.
Yeah, good run forward here coming from the left corner back. That's Fenton Kelly, not to be confused with the former Monaghan player Finton Kelly. And there was a drag down there by Joe Prendergast, I think, and it'll be a chance for UL to open their account. I think it's Frank Irwin who's come out to it. No, he has it, yeah. Irwin wearing 24. Wasn't due to start, so last minute change there. We'll bring you the change as quick as we can. He's decided to go short, pops it inside, trying to release Cian McHale, and McHale cutting back onto that left foot, just trying to engineer something, gets a lovely ball away. The shot came in, it was well blocked down, and it's fallen into the hands there of Jack Rogers. A good block from Cian McBride when the shot came in from Limerick, so good defending straight away from TUD. The foul needless given away, but good recovery. And now TUD just trying to work it again. Lovely little pirouette there from the right corner back, Cian Riley from Killigarry and Cavan. Interesting, Paul, both cornerbacks are from Cavan.
Yeah, Niall started for Cavan the weekend. Cian was a sub.
Yeah, second ball there, lads.
Yeah, so looking for a new ball. The first one must be just a little bit flat. So the replacement ball is in. And a wayward kick there from John Prendergast. He'll be hoping that one wasn't caught. But yeah, it's been a lively start, Paul, in the opening 2 minutes.
Yeah, both teams trying to attack from deep, I suppose. With the old rules in play, that's what we can expect.
Yeah, and it's interesting that obviously the old rules are in this because the competition started before Christmas or before Congress had passed them, but it's just interesting to see the different dynamic in the build-up as we can look down to our right-hand side, just inside the 65 or the halfway. It's just the goalkeeper for TU, whereas now everyone actually is beyond midfield bar one, whereas in the new rules you'd have a minimum of 6 players in there, and most probably the goalkeeper as well as 7, so it does just create a little bit of difference in space. Jordan Morris coming in with the shot, Morris taking it, and the umpire just looks and it's gone to the right and wide. Good effort from Morris. Unlucky there.
He was unlucky. It was a great run in. I don't think anyone's going to catch him there, Ciaran.
No, he's lightning fast, Jordan. And he's so delicate off both sides. He can just jink and jive wherever he wants. And I suppose going forward, Paul, with the new rules, it'll be... Here's Basquel on the ball. Basquel is a man inside if he wants him. That man is Danny McCartan. Can he see him? He doesn't. Goes to the right-footed shot as he sent that one over. The umpire, I think, is going to wave that one wide. And that's 2 wides.
They'll be frustrated with that.
Yeah, 2 wides in quick succession from Jordan Morris and Colin Basquel. So, Limerick with the kick out again. And I was just going to say to you, Paul, there, just with the new rules, it'll make so much more space for the likes of Morris, for Basquel to really make hay.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure they're training hard on it.
Ball out into the middle of the field here, and it's well contested there and really well held on to by the big midfielder Darragh O'Hagan. Did well just to hold off the attentions there of Cian McBride, and now it's back into the hands of the man who took the first free of the game, Frank Irwin. And Irwin just pops it out there to Owen Clifford, and Owen decides to go back across his own 65, and they'll build it again from the back. Wearing 29 over there is Caleb Keogh. So a couple of late changes from UL. Referee has whistled him out. He wasn't overly happy about something, but it's come all the way back here to Billy Hogan. And Billy has a man out here. That's Fenton Kelly. Kelly, the man who won the initial foul early on. And building now through Dara Cashman, the captain, the centre half back. Back he gives it to Kelly, and Kelly pops it all the way back out now to Billy Hogan. And the new markings in place here, just for anyone who's wondering what they are, but the new rules not just in place. Now a little ball inside, and UL just trying to work it through the hands. They got it there with Daniel Walsh on the far side. Loads of men on this side that they can switch to play, and that's exactly what they're going to do, just making the run inside, and they'll come out to this wing eventually. TD being told, mark the right foot, shot does come in, the open and score, no, it's dropped short again. That's 2 they've dropped into the keeper's hands. Good defence from TUD, they made them make the error.
Absolutely, and Cian Riley there really pushed across onto the boot when the shot was coming in to not allow the full follow through on the kick.
Yeah, and it's always one of those when you're taking the shot as the forward and the defender's coming in from, well, not so much the blind side because you can see him in your peripheral vision, but it's very hard to get the shot away comfortably. Now attacking down this right hand side here is Dara Fee, and still lovely little dummy hop from the inside forward Sean Jones.
Let's go, keep
the Enniskeane Grattan, the Monaghan man, came on in Breffni Park the other night. Jones played in the Monaghan senior final only a couple of years ago when Enniskeane lost out to Scottstown by 3 points. And over carrying in there from TUD. So frustration on the inside line.
Both teams are setting up very well, really pressing out under defensive shape, Ciaran.
Yeah. And it's interesting because you take the like of Sean Jones there, we'll come back to the new rules as such, would have had so much more freedom Saturday night. Now he's kind of bottled up, has to work it that wee bit more, and has to do this defensive running, whereas in the new rules he'd probably be able to get a breather and stay up top.
Yeah.
Now again, ball into the hands here of Daniel Walsh. He's seen a lot of ball, the left half back, popped into the hands of the full forward now, Sean McDonald, and McDonald just offloads it quickly to Erwin. Erwin pops it back out, and they build up outside of the right boot. They're looking for the launch. There's 2v2 in there, and it's one, is it? There's a push in the back, regardless, it'll be a free in. Limerick had won the ball out in front anyway, and this should be the first score of the game.
The referee was adamant there was a push there.
Yeah, the Westmeath man was fairly adamant there was a push in the back, and he blew it before the ball was even collected, so this should be our first score after 6 minutes. And I think it's going to be the corner forward Cian McHale who'll take it, Paul.
Yeah, it should be comfortable from off his left foot.
And McHale does exactly that, so first score of the game, and it goes to the visitors. Cian McHale with the free in the 7th minute. It's UL who lead us.
Short kick out.
Short kick out again. Of course that can't happen because so it's interesting because even when you're watching the game you just have to slightly adjust to the old rules, as it were. Now put the ball away under pressure. It's Joe Prendergast. Joe, the left half back, playing more on the right hand side, making a run up this side is Sean Hannafin, but he looked for that ball inside, collected well by Morris. Morris feeds Jones, and Jones now just trying to get away from his man. He took that, he was fouled surely as that shot came in, and advantage is up.
Yeah.
Good refereeing by the Westmeath man. But Sean Jones ended up on the floor, just his ball left boot.
Thought that would be from where the ball landed or the closest point to the goals.
Good point, yeah.
I think that's what he was arguing there as himself.
Yeah. And now the referee's actually making his way, and he's leaving it to the linesman to
mark it, yeah.
To mark it, which is interesting because I think that's what a couple of the TU Dublin players are saying. I just saw Cian McBride saying to the ref, put the hands out, so obviously looking why the free wasn't advanced. Now it'll be a left-footed shot. It looks as if it's Jordan Morris who's gone to take it, Paul. He'll do well to swing this one. Looks good from this angle, but unfortunately that's gone to the right and wide.
It was a good strike, probably a little bit ambitious.
Yeah, well, it was 21 metres out, I suppose, and it was tight to the sideline, so it was a good strike to get as close as he did. But that's 3 wides for TU Dublin. They're adding up now. Jones looking to win that, really well shielded there by Tomás O'Donnell, and Tomás now breaking into midfield. The captain, Cashman, has it. It's popped out to this side to Erwin, and Erwin has a man if he wants him to his right, and he uses him. That's Fenton Kelly. Fenton Kelly now making inwards, and Fenton Kelly's crossing 65, and he has loads of grass in front of him. You can hear the frustration in the TU Dublin hands. He's gone across 45, advantage being played surely. Doesn't need it, might do it now, has it? The referee put the hand up and took it down, Paul.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but it was interesting to see Cormac McGeough there from Mullahoran and Cavan being dragged out of centre half back and just opened up the space. It should have been a score here.
Yeah, it absolutely should have, and you just saw there the absolute pace from Cashman. He just slid right through, not too dissimilar from Sean Jones a couple of moments prior to that, but the referee had the hand up for the advantage and then took it down, and you'd wonder maybe he thought it was over and it was too late to whistle it, but it just as the wind took it, Paul.
Yeah, it was the wind with us at his back, but I think he had a clear shot to take that without playing any more of an advantage.
Yeah, well said, Hannafin. He does have an advantage. Hannafin plays it inside. That'll definitely be a free. I think Morris was being fouled in there as well as the ball came in, but it'll be where the original kick happened. And this one will go backwards from Dara Fee, a name very similar to a Monaghan under 20 a couple of years ago, Dara Mee, the Carrick Cross man, but not Dara Mee. He, of course, is in Belfast at university, so definitely couldn't be him. Now here's Sean Jones, and Jones just cutting inside. Will he go for it? He will. Jones, it's looking good. It's looking great. It's
Great
Sean
score.
Jones.
Great
what
score.
a response. And that's what he's capable of, Paul.
Absolutely, and against a slight breeze there as well, Ciaran. A really good strike, confident strike.
So that's us at a point apiece, and Sean Jones levels the score up after Cian McHale's point in the 7th minute. And now Limerick coming out again. Paddy O'Driscoll, and Paddy O'Driscoll decides he wants to go for a run, lays it off sensibly now to Cashman, the captain. Made that great run a couple of moments ago. Limerick just trying to work it down the left side. I think the switch is on here because the hand went up there from Daniel Walsh to switch the point of the attack, and now the goalie's come out, Billy Hogan. And Hogan wants it, but he has a double man beside him. That man was Sean Jones. You don't want Jones bearing down on you. Now back out to Hogan. Jones will go to him. Hogan going wide.
Jordan's going to apply pressure here.
Yeah, and it comes all the way back out.
They're all
now
pushing
to
up.
Fenton Kelly, and
Oh, good
just
football.
got away there. Just from Jack Lundy, he was putting good pressure on the ball, but it just got away, the Ballantyre man. Now again, you can hear how vocal the
Great turnover,
TU Dublin
great hand.
management are. Left foot, and it came to that hand in there, Paul. They were being coached from the sideline, and it makes all the difference. Ball into the hand here of Cormac McGill, the centre half back. Plays a lovely ball in here for Morris. Morris has nothing on the grass in front of him. Goes with the hop, takes the shot. Morris, brilliant score. Such blistering pace and a really good response from TU Dublin to go a point in front.
Yeah, a really strong turnover, quick transition. Morris took probably the sensible option, but he could have kept going there, Ciaran.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant score from Jordan Morrison. That's a really good score. And TUD have turned around. So Limerick have lost the Sigerson Cup final in 97, 2022 and 2023. TUD's only loss came in 09 when they were DIT, and then they won it in 2013 in Athlone against UCC. A famous day for the city centre college as it were at the time. Good kick out from Hogan. And Hogan just pops it up into the air and well collected in there by Niall Carroll, the Cavan man, the man from Cuchulains. He didn't just have as much time to get hand on the ball the other night when he had Davy Garland for trouble, but he did really well to pick that one up. Now here's Cormac McGill. And McGill decides he wants to change the point of the attack, go back in centrally, gives it off to McBride, and McBride pops it back now to Joe Prendergast. And again, it's laborious in ways, Paul, but it is very interesting stuff so far.
It is, yeah, but when that transition comes, Ciaran, it's at serious pace.
Yeah, and it's I know we've gone back to it a few times, but it is interesting that Dublin just looking to engineer something. They got out to this near side to Hannafin. I'll come back to that point in a few moments. Hannison now. The Kildare man, it's come in. This would be a great score. That's a lovely strike. Really good score, and Dublin have got 3 in a row. That one coming in there from Danny McCartan, the man from Lomans in Westmeath, the county champions.
Good patient play as well, and took a score really, really well.
Yeah, Danny and the brother Sam McCartan. Of course, grandson of the great Sean Purcell from Galway. Great score.
They're looking for a change of ball here again.
Yeah, that's the second one, and what's the kick like? Not great. That's maybe why he's on the side next to us, Paul.
Could possibly be, yes.
But I was just going to make the point to you, Paul, we're looking obviously at high level competition here with the old rules. National League has started with the new rules, and it's amazing how good this game is, even despite the limitations.
Oh yeah, the speed and the power of the players out there it's really enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, and it's an interesting one as Dublin come again. Oh, the ball just wasn't into the hands nice from McCartan, but he eventually got a shot away. What bad pass, brilliant score, really good hit, 2 in a row for McCartan. He scored 1-4 in the Leinster Club Championship against Dunboyne in Park Talton. He's got 2 points tonight.
Yeah, TUD are really going to try and get a foothold in this game here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're
And we're
pressing
halfway through the
everything.
first half, and it's well won there, well won by Joe Prendergast. Got the shoulder in. Limerick have done well to win the ball back, but I think it's gone out. I know it's been kept to play. I think it's going to be a throw ball. Did he say he threw it? So it was hard to see just among the huddle of TUD management.
Let's just say they were disappointed with that.
Yeah, that was a ball went across the face of the goal there, and Basquel wasn't a million miles away from getting his hands on it. And you can just feel Limerick are just starting to find a little bit of trouble here. Just Dublin just seems to be every time to go forward now, starting to build on the attacks. Now back in the hands of Erwin. That looked as if it was touched on the ground, I think, but play away. It's back into the hands here of Daniel Walsh, and Walsh just pops it out now to centre half back Dara Cashman. And Cashman pops it down the line. And now ball swung across there to Owen Clifford. Clifford wants it outside of the boot, but Clifford, he's maybe dropped it in, has he? It's gone all the way through, and the keeper's done well to keep it in play. Jack Rogers from the county champions in Kildare and Ace. And he's popped a lovely ball forward there now to Conor Fee.
There was a couple of lads on the far side. If they had got their heads up, there was two on there, Ciaran.
Yeah, it was a big switch, but as you said, just didn't see it. Pitch is in absolutely immaculate condition here, Paul.
Yeah, brilliant.
Now Prendergast takes his time picking it up, being confronted by Erwin, but he's happy enough just to go laterally. And back into the hands of Niall Carlin. Carlin's seen a lot of ball, the cornerback. Now trying to build on the far side now is Dara Fee, the Wicklow man. Ball retained by Lundy, and Lundy took a shot. I don't know where that one's landed. One looks at the other, and he's going for the flag. That's some score from Jack Lundy. What a strike from the Ballantyre man.
Brilliant score. Full of confidence at the minute, aren't they?
They are indeed. And why wouldn't it? They're playing that of football. Playing on home turf, 15.5 minutes gone.
And again, TUD unlucky not to turn over that short kick out.
Yeah, and it just seems that running game that Limerick are playing, it's all they really have, and the kickouts are going short, and bar an odd launch into the square, they're not really getting much joy. Now they're on the attack, as advantage being played it is. The shots come in, and the shot has gone over the bar. I think it has. Didn't need the advantage. It was a good score from the right corner forward, Cian O'Grady, and that stopped the rot a wee bit, Paul.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it's interesting though that UL aren't, keeping an extra man back there on Morris and Sean Jones when they don't track back. It's they're going man for man. I think most teams in the country, when they see them two men inside, that they try and hold someone back.
Yeah, absolutely. Now ball into the middle of the field, and one TUD man took it away from the other, but it was picked up second time of asking. It's Prendergast marauding forward. Oh, it just lost his foot. Lucky he didn't do the ankle there. You could just see it rolling away from Sean Jones. Recovers well, fakes left, gives right, ball inside now again, looking for something on it as Pasquale wants to get back onto that right foot, doesn't get back onto it because he wanted to give the ball into Morris, but Morris just couldn't get it. It was too high for him, and Erwin has it back now for Limerick.
It's probably the wrong pass to play at the time. It was probably too narrow, Ciaran. He was probably better recycling and coming back out.
Yeah, absolutely. But it just goes to show you, Paul, like the Sigerson Cup is probably an under-23 competition, give or take, and it's just a wonderful level of sport.
Oh, it is, yeah. It's fantastic to watch here, and it's cream of the crop stuff right here, really.
Yeah, and whenever you watch, soccer or rugby at under 23 levels, it makes so much sense, but you can clearly see it makes sense in Gaelic football as well.
Oh, it does, absolutely.
Now, again, Limerick attacking down the far side. They've got most of their joy, if they have got any, has come down that far side, and still they're just trying to work something. Just 17.5 minutes gone. And it's 2v2, you're noticing there, back to the left-hand side. Back on the right-hand side, Limerick have got a strike, and that is Limerick's second wide of the game.
It's actually a 3v2. The goalkeeper has pressed way up, so if the turnover came there, it was going to be one long pass up.
Yeah, advantage TUD. It's an interesting tactic they're deploying. And the physio's giving a kick, and it's the best pass we've got from the sideline all night.
Has.
So 18 minutes gone, first half. It's 5-2 to the home side.
Prendergast and Karen have really been on a lot of ball as well. They're causing trouble when they're attacking for TUD.
Yeah, I didn't see that on the far side. The free was given after the shot was taken, so it must have been no advantage whenever the shot went in. So discount that wide. Now UL trying to work it around again, and they're being forced very tight, and hands are coming in every from TUD, and eventually the strike comes in, and that one does go over the bar. That's a fine score. A good reply from Limerick. That's their third point of the game.
They're looking to go man for man here and really put pressure on this kick out and get a bit of a foothold in this game, Ciaran.
Yeah, that came in from Conall Dawson, that point, so good reply from the Southerners. And they'll need to keep doing that, Paul. Just need to keep tipping away at the scoreboard. That
was a fantastic run there by Danny McCartan, just on the kick out straight into the chest. And he wins the free as well.
Yeah, he's been dragged. There's a big switch on this side if they can get it over here, but it'll take one hell of a ball. That was straight down the throat again. TU Dublin say, how is that not a free? He just looked as if he came down on top of Morris's back. But again, he plays on. And now a little push in the back there, surely of Cashman, but he's a big, strong fella, the centre half back. And Cashman, a free is coming here for Cian O'Grady. Was foul, advantage being played, lovely play from the referee. The Westmeath man happy to just keep going there when pops it inside. Now a chance for the other inside forward, Ciaran McHale, to give one, and he was just taken out of it there by
Ciaran, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a fair hit from Ciaran Riley, the man from Killigarry.
I think he'll be taking a tick for this one.
And funny, when TUD did win the Sigerson Cup way back in 2013, there were 2 Killigarry men on the team. Ross Sheridan at left half back and Martin Riley at left half forward, so maybe it's a good omen for TUD to have Killigarry men on the squad. Meanwhile, this is Ciaran McHale, and McHale will be looking for his second point of the game, both from dead balls. The first one was a little bit easier than this one. He struck this one really well, Paul. That's a fine score.
Brilliant score, yeah. Just back when you were playing Sigerson Cup, Ciaran, do you see difference in pace or physicality back when you were playing in 13?
The players, obviously, I think are far better conditioned now, but the standard was still incredibly high then. Incredibly high. Like that team that won it for DIT was amazing. Like all-stars, county players galore. So yeah, I think the standard is the same, but I think the players probably are better conditioned. So a point between them now, 5 points to 4 in favour of the hosts, but the last 3 points have been kicked by Limerick, so they'll be quite happy, Paul, I think, to be coming down the home stretch here for half time and only be a point behind.
Yeah, they will. They really got back into it there in that last 6 or 7 minutes.
There's a shot coming in. Morris, does he have it this time? He doesn't, and it's just not happening for him, but he's been very lively in there, just can't get the shot away, and that's wide number 4 for TUD.
I think that's 3 for Jordan himself, is it?
Now the kick out coming here from Billy Hogan. And just straight down the throat, no one there at all to contest. Popped outside to Erwin. And Erwin, first time now, they're starting to find a wee bit of joy with that first time ball. Oh,
great
what
tackle.
there. Was it a free out? Surely it was. Touched on the ground, surely. Again,
No.
eventually it's a free in. I don't think so. Ciaran Riley, I thought he was fouled, then I thought it was touched on the ground, but
Looked like 2 frees there.
it did, yeah, and eventually it went in, and Erwin just takes it and pops it inside, and now there was a push in the back, but he's playing on. It's getting tight to that side, and little run coming in here from Dara Hennigan. Hennigan gets the shot away. This will be a good score, well taken by the keeper, Jack Rogers. It's amazing, unless you're down, I know we are at the pitch level, but you're actually, unless you're in the thick of it, you can't really see where the calls are coming from. And now trying to come out with the ball there is Danny McCarthy. He's doing serious work in this first half. Man over on the near side here is Sean Hannafin, if he can get his hands on it, and Hannafin will pick it up now. Near enough. 2 men running ahead of him. One of them is Prendergast. Prendergast absolutely flying, as is Lundy, the centre half forward. It's still in the hands of Hannafin. He's happy enough to go back with it. The kick pass comes across now to Niall Carlin. Another famous Carlin from the Cullens club was Ronan. Remember Cavan's team when they won Ulster in 97, played at centre forward. This is inside to Prendergast. Prendergast gets the shot away, but there's not just enough on it. 2 men landed up on the bottom of the floor, the square, and one of them was Cian McBride, and he's just irate with the umpire in there, the Ultons man from Meath. Now inside here for Cian McHale, and McHale has a lovely ball across. He's looking for his cornerback. Paddy O'Driscoll do a lot of running, and a wonderful interception from Cian Riley. 1 number 2 on the other, and that was a certain goal, I think, only for the interception.
Yeah, brilliant tackle.
I just don't think TUD would be as happy as they were maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago. They're panicking a wee bit up top. They're not as controlled, and you could just sense that was a big moment there with Cian Riley.
Yeah, that could settle them back down now as well. The kickable free as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, free out on the far side here. And it'll be Morris to take it, and Morris, unfortunately, just gone to the right and wide for him. So 24 gone here in this first half. You're noticing something, Paul?
Yeah, just the UL midfield seemed to be getting a lot of space in there for that little dink pass in.
Yeah. And now hands around the neck and a free in for UL. And they've cramped out midfield a wee bit, Paul. They've just got, I don't want to say on top, but they've just interrupted TUD's rhythm.
Yeah, look, they're enjoying their little bit of a purple patch at the moment.
Yeah, Good ball forward here now. On coming to it is Fenton Kelly, and Kelly just pops it forward. A lovely little break of pace there from Cashman. He's so strong. Cashman takes one, and this one's going to drop short, is it? But it's dropped all the way inside, and there's a real chance for a UL goal, and the ball went astray, but it ended up in the back of the net. Somehow they worked it in, and there's total silence around Grangegorman. That wasn't meant to happen.
No, it was definitely wasn't meant to happen from the crowd we have around us, but some serious quick hands there.
Serious quick hands, and I think it was Ciaran O'Grady who got the goal in the end, Paul, and that has really silenced the crowd here.
It has.
There are 25 minutes on the clock, and it's Ciaran O'Grady, and that's 1-1
That looked like a
for him.
certain free again, and the referee just seems with slow blowing whistle here for both. He's going to throw this one up, Ciaran.
Yeah.
Cian Riley involved again.
Yeah, and I think he probably had to throw it up there, Paul. But that's the first major of the game. It's but 2 between them. Dublin have it back. And the breeze itself, Paul, it's an interesting breeze because it does appear to be going to our left-hand side, and then whenever you think it is, it's kind of going across the field as well.
Yeah, it's kind of, it is changing.
It's changing rapidly. Back in the hands now, and TU just trying to work something into the centre-half forward, Lundy. Lundy kicked the bomb already in the game. As Morris beside him. Gives it to Morris. Morris fakes right. Goes back to the right. Now wants to come back left. Pops it off. Here's Matt Nolan. Nolan for Prendergast. Back for Lundy. Prendergast has made the run. Will Lundy spot him? Does. Lovely ball into space. Runners going. One of them is free, and that was Hannafin, the midfielder, and he just was blocked down as the shot was leaving his boot. Really good take from Limerick, and now just trying to work it out through this near side, and the ball might just have a wee bit too much on it. Good hit from Morris, really well collected by the Kingscourt Stars man, and did really well. The referee says play away. Morris now looking for options. There's one outside him is Prendergast, but he gives it back all the way to the far side, and that was collected the second time of asking there by Niall Carlin. Carlin, now it looked like 2 hops, but he got away with it. Now into the shot. This would be a left-footed effort from Conor Fee, sorry. Brilliant score from Fee, and they needed that one, Paul.
Yeah, that was definitely a settler. It'll take the edge off, and they're going to press here again, Ciaran.
Yeah, they need to press because they're in just a little bit of trouble. And now Billy Hogan's kick out will be well pushed up on. 27 minutes on the clock, and that was a clear push in the back there, yeah, by Tara Fee. He can have no real complaints about that one, I don't think. Owen Clifford roaring for the ball out on this near side. Doesn't get it.
He's covered now as well.
Yeah, he is. Here's Dara Hennigan. Dara Hennigan wanted it. He didn't get it, and they've gone boot to ball. Right down the throat for Sean McDonald. McDonald's out in front, left foot of ball. Lovely ball inside. Just trying to start to get that kicking game going now. What will they do? There's 2 men on the far side. The shot comes in. He's lucky that one over the bar, I think, because Dara Hennigan was in acres of space, but a really good score. I think it was Jack McCabe got that one.
Some big scores being kicked here, Ciaran.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're at the discretion of the referee now. That was 2 between them again. And there's only been 1 score from a dead ball, Paul, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
So the clock just approaching 28 minutes. That's whatever's been added on. But it's in the hands now of Jack Rogers. And Rogers just pops it back inside to his full-back, Matt Nolan. Nolan back now for Cian Riley.
It's just interesting, Ciaran, as well, that in the first 15 minutes or so, Dublin were happy to, transition a lot quicker. They're taking their time a wee bit more now.
Yeah, absolutely. A really good hit in there. Just made Dublin just go about it a second time. They've been bottled up. Can they get it away? They can get it. Morris, so electric. Morris, left-footed shot. This would be a cracker and well worth the wait. The nod from one to the other. A brilliant score from Jordan Morris. 29 minutes on the clock. Back to 1. He's looked lively all evening, Paul, and there's a real chance to punish here. Morris is inside. He wants it. It can't get it in quick enough to him. And now a real chance for Dublin to punish. Chance left-footed shot, and that has drizzled all the way. Would it be kept in by Sean Jones? He doesn't need to because it's a 45. I think the left-footed effort came there from Colin Basquel. It was, I don't know who got a block on the Paul, but that was timely.
I'm not sure, but he'll probably be disappointed with the finish.
Now, will they take the quick 45? It's Lundy who's over it. The keeper's behind him, decides to go long into Sean Jones, who's absolutely in acres of space, and Sean Jones does not miss those, but a great spot from Lundy.
Yeah, he was down holding his ankle. I think they thought he was down injured, the UL lads, and he managed to spring up there. Yeah. Clever bit of play.
Yeah, well, I think any good defender would know you don't take your eyes off a man like Sean Jones for even half a second. Like, that's what he's capable of. And he probably couldn't believe. He took so long when he got the ball in his hand. He probably couldn't believe the space he had. But good score. It's his second point of the night, Jones. So last 20 seconds of the first half. Referee just checking the watch, and he is signalling to the linesman how much we'll have. We don't have a board here, unfortunately, so we won't know. But the kick out comes along from Billy Hogan into the mid of the field, broken down, collected really well by Cormac Bigot, the centre half back, and it's 8 points it's 8 points to 1-5. Referee saying play where he could.
He should have let that go. No, he brought it up.
Lundy,
so
Lundy
he's hit after the ball.
One inside, Morris has it, and now it has to be from where the ball has landed. There'll definitely be a card. This will be the first card of the game. But Paul, just come back to this one. Pasquale wins it in front. He's one-on-one with his man. Mightn't get a goal there because he's 21 metres out, but surely you take the point. Then from the dead ball you buck the man. This is after penalising TUD.
Yes, absolutely. So he'll feel hard done by.
Yeah, so Sean McDonald with the yellow card.
And it has to come all the way back out now too.
Yeah, and again, you know, you just wonder what the sense in that was from the... I understand he wants to do the little bit of office work, but surely that has cost TUD a point, because now this is from much less advantageous. You know, he's outside the 25 as opposed to outside the 21.
Yeah, and the wind has changed again.
Pasquale looking for point number 1. Some kick from Pasquale. That's an absolutely fantastic score. What would I know about football? Colin Pasquale, what a score on the stroke of half time. And that is the first score from a dead ball for TUD. And there goes the half-time whistle, and it's TUD who lead 9 points to 1-5. They won't be overly happy with that first half, Paul, but they are in front.
Yeah, overall a really good game of football, Ciaran. I think it's some really interesting battles out there, and the second half I'm sure will bring a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll be back with live second half coverage of the Sigerson Cup quarter final between TU Dublin and University of Limerick in just a couple of moments. For now, it is TUD who lead Limerick by 9 points to a goal and 5.
True. Absolutely delighted to be here. I just started in TU Dublin. This is just fantastic. Sigerson was the first game up, and just delighted to be here tonight to support the boys in the Sigerson quarter-final, and hopefully first of many.
Absolutely, and I suppose for the people at home, you're only 8 days into the job.
8 days, 10 hours, 30 minutes probably, but no, I think sport's going to be a huge priority for me. I love it myself. I love camogie, I love hurling, soccer, you name it. So I'm really looking forward to getting involved with not just the teams and coming out, but I mean there's such a fantastic cadre of volunteers and coaches and people who come along to support, and that's the bit I can probably help with. Like, I certainly can't coach a team like this, but if I can get in behind the people that support the teams, I think we'll be doing a really good job if I can do a bit of that. So.
Yeah, and we were just remarking off air about this wonderful facility here in Grangegorman, and whenever you look through the socials of TUD, all the different teams from men's to women's, it's fantastic, and it is a really good big sporting college.
It is, absolutely. I mean, I've been out in our Tala campus, our Blanchardstown campus. There's everything from badminton to cycling. I think, to be honest, like, if I had a dream for TU Dublin, that we would be the sports for all university, kind of sport for the love of sport, or sport for the love of the jersey, and I think that's really true to our mission, but having said that, we had 5 Olympians in Paris, so we can kind of be up there with the best of them as well, and those kids are such fantastic role models for all our students, and I know employers really appreciate that sort of discipline that goes with somebody who's really strong in sport, the training that goes in, and I think just in terms of role models for our students, definitely it's something I'm hoping to make a big contribution on if I can.
Yeah, and look, as an alumni myself, it was lovely catching up with Dara Biddlecombe and Ross Sheridan just a couple of moments ago there, so it is fantastic. But I was just going to ask you about the size of it, because obviously from Tala to Blanche into the city centre still, it's a massive area.
It's huge. I mean, we've 5 really vibrant campuses. We've Tala, we've Blanchardstown, Ainger Street yourself. As an alumni, we've Bolton Street, and then obviously Grangegorman. Like the investment that's gone in here over the last 20 years, and even the vision for it to keep the old with the new, and just fantastic to see it here tonight. Alive at night in January is fantastic.
It is, and you're talking about team sport. I was just coming down the hill, and there's lots of recreation sport, people out walking, running with dogs, whatever, and you've just such a beautiful facility here to be able to do that.
Yeah, and then, it was designed that way day one. That would be very much an open campus, literally open as a walkthrough for the public, that it wasn't behind closed doors, and I think it's just really, like, it's exceeded everybody's expectations. It's absolutely fantastic here, so looking forward to supporting these guys and TU Dublin Abu. So
well, just before I let you go, and the very best of luck in the new role, it's lovely to speak with you. I know you said you're not going to get in and do the coaching, but I am going to ask you for a prediction. TUD all the way?
You'd have to say home advantage, very close though. It could be a cracker of finish, so looking forward to it. So
all right, well, Dr. Deirdre is President of TUD, Gurmila Morgan, and thank you very much for your generosity and your time. We are back live here at the second half of the Sigerson Cup quarter-final between TU Dublin and the University of Limerick, and delighted that Paul Woods has rejoined us here. And Paul, it's a very interesting second half. It has to end today, and it'll be interesting just to see, can Dublin, they're playing into the right hand side as we look at it, and these traditionally would be the scoring goals here in Grangegorman. Hopefully from a TUD point of view that won't make too much of a difference.
Yeah, I think they're really going to be aggressive in this 10-15 minutes to try and put this to bed, but it'll be interesting to see if UL will stand up to that challenge.
Yeah, and again, Jordan Morris has it. He's the man that can make anything happen. Lovely turn. Morris wanted on the left, doesn't. Went to go for there, said the boot, but found a lovely bit of space now. Dublin just trying to work something here with Hanifin. Hanifin gets it back and takes the shot off the right foot. This would be some start. It's come off the post and bounced in the square. It just got away from the attention of Morris, and it fell out of the hands of Jack Lundy. I thought it was touched on the ground, but it's Limerick could come away with it, and now they've men over. Was there a foul in there? I think there was.
Jordan Morris seemed to be taken out.
Yeah, Morris has ended up on the ground.
Just after the ball passed, he took a heavy knock there.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get our second yellow card of the game. So, do we have one, or is that a black card? I think, in fact, Paul, it is a black card, and that's a monumental moment at the start of the second half. A black card for Daniel Walsh, the left half back from Limerick. So it's a man up now for TU Dublin at the start of the second half, and they have ball in hand.
Yeah, they'll really try and take advantage here, and keep their discipline. and really press up now.
Yeah. So, my chance here. I think it's Colin Pasquale. He kicked an absolute bomb at the end of the first half. He'll be looking for a second one here if he can. Just inside 45. The breeze slightly against him. Pasquale, oh, there's some curl required in that. That is an absolutely brilliant strike. That's better than the one in the first half, Paul.
Yeah, I don't think the net behind that one was going to stop, and it could have interrupted another game on behind it there.
I don't think after the weekend we've had, we could do it any more interruptions with the Storm, but 1-6 to 10 points the scoreboard is saying.
It's good to see Cian McBride back on. He was really struggling there at half-time with a hand injury, so it's great to see him take his place in the middle of the field.
Yeah, well, I just noticed there at half-time, I just went down to say hello to Dara Biddlecombe, who's the head of all things sport here in TUD, and he was joined alongside, well, it would come back to that University of Limerick with a chance of a goal. Second one, it bounced straight off. There's a free in. It came off the foot. It wasn't a foot block, but it is a free in. He was joined down there by left half back on the 2013 winning team, Paul Ross Sheridan from Killigarry, and a lot of good former pupils here as well, just to watch this Sigerson Cup quarter-final. It brings everyone out.
That's a great competition, Ciaran. It's something that really has to be looked after and nurtured for the years to come.
Absolutely, and I suppose with this condensed season, it's just making things harder as UL try and reduce the gap, and that's exactly what they've done, and it's a point and the big scoreboard, and it's a fairly big scoreboard. And it's reading, we've a draw game here in Grangegorman. We've just under 3 minutes gone in this second half, and the sides are level. That one came in from Cian McHale again. He's the free taker. And McHale will be very happy with that one, Paul. A good start to the second half for him. Again, they're trying to just work something now.
Yeah, they're being patient again here. Trying to keep it really wide, get runners in off the line.
Yeah, Matt Nolan now.
Just like that there.
Yeah, Nolan back out to Lundy, and Lundy pops it all the way across now to Niall Carroll. Carroll's seen a lot of the ball tonight.
The two cornerbacks have, to be fair, they've carried a lot. Cian probably playing on the edge a wee bit, but you wouldn't expect anything less from Cian.
No, now chance for Dublin to inside. There's a runner inside. Jones faked the pass. Will he go himself? He will. Shot. Brilliant finish. Absolutely sensational strike from Sean Jones. He had options to his left. He didn't take them. That is a goal from a man with sheer class.
Yeah, and a man with full of confidence. The easy option there was to give that off, and a great run as well by, I think it could have been Jordan on the left hand side. It was brave to take it on, and a great finish.
Yeah, absolutely super strike from Sean Jones. That's put a little bit of distance between them now. It is 13 to 10. 1-10 plays 1-7, and again UL coming back. 4 minutes gone, second half. Pops it back out. Morris doing a wee bit of defending here, and Owen Clifford, and Morris is taken to the ground. The referee, according to the staff here on the TU sideline, has made the wrong call, but I think it was a fairly obvious free, Paul.
It was. He just got caught the wrong side there. He did all the hard work, he just couldn't stop.
So now it's Erwin again. He wants to take this one from the deck. And this be a good strike. It's a lovely position for a dead ball. And Erwin will do well now. The connection's good. Does he have the accuracy? Oh, brilliant hands in there from Jack Rogers. That's 3 of them that have gone into Jack Rogers' hands tonight. He did really well to catch that one, but 2 in the first half. And those things could cost UL in the second half.
Absolutely could, yeah. But great confidence from the goalkeeper throughout here.
Yeah, absolutely. And why wouldn't he be? A couple of Kildare championships in his back pocket. Now, the run being made. Jordan Morris just injecting. He's been held back. That's a clear free if the referee has seen it. Morris taken out of the game by Paddy O'Driscoll, but still it's Dublin who have it. The shot coming in from the midfielder Sean Hannafin, and Hannafin, I think that's just reward there, Paul.
Absolutely, yeah. Serious speed too.
So Sean Hannafin, and the complaints have been made to the sideline official here.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to want to.
No, should be a booking.
There is a bit of communication here now, Ciaran.
Yeah, you can see him touching the microphone, so maybe he'll do something second half. The linesman on this near side. And there's a bad hit there. Did it look like Dara Fee might have caught Dara Hennigan? You could hear the clatter, Paul, and now there is communication between the man in the middle and the man here on the line.
Did come across him strong in the chest area. It wasn't no higher than that, but a strong challenge, shall we say.
A strong challenge nonetheless, and that is a yellow card for Fee, the right half back. And now, and I think the question has been just asked there, are you not going to do anything with the previous one? So there's a lot of shouting on the line here. There's a lot of agitation here among the TU Dublin staff, and they're just trying to make the next move.
Darrell Lovett, another Killygarry man, has been asked to warm up here.
Yeah, it's just such a fabulous facility here, just down to our right hand side. They've dugouts for both sides, and it's a credit to them. And you can see and hear the vision from Dr. Deirdre Lillis there at half time, what she feels for TUD. So exciting times ahead. Now, UL attacking. Billy Hogan was the man to restart us, the goalie. He's a navy jersey on, so wearing the red bib. A little bit of tackling. And UL just been forced to think about everything they do, and there's going to be another free in. So it stop-start at the start of this second half, Paul.
Yeah, no, probably suit TUD just being that player up. I suppose they'd rather be on the attacking side of the field, but
this would be no, it's just gone wide. I was going to say it'd be a fair strike if he'd gotten that one, but it's gone to the right and wide. It's third wide of the game for Limerick. 4 points between them, 1-11. Plays 1-7, 14-10. And we've got 8 minutes gone here in this second half. A lovely ball forward, straight into the hands of Jordan Morris. He's out in front every single time. Loads of men inside if he can. You're looking at Dara Fee on this near side, Paul.
Yeah, he was in acres of space, but it would have been a brave kick.
Yeah, now Jack Lundy wants it on the 40. It's back for Jordan Morris. Jordan has a man inside if he wants. Doesn't. Is he going to go with the outside of the left boot? He takes another solo. He's injecting the pace. Morris, he's pulled clearly back, and that's 2 in a row. And he should have got freeze for, and he hasn't. And to be honest with you, I don't know how the referee missed that one, because that was right in front of him. At least the other one was off the ball. Here's Cashman, the centre half back. He's doing well to get away from Niall Carlin. Niall Carlin is all over him, and he's certainly overcarried. But eventually the referee says no, you can play away. Advantage coming, and I don't know, Paul, that shot has come in, and that shot has got a touch for a 45.
No, he's gone back for the advantage there, Ciaran, for a free. I thought that looked like good tackling from Cian Riley.
Well, the arm is out, so he's going into the umpire, because the umpire's saying it's a 45, so he has given the 45 because the 45 is closer in than where the free was coming from. So either way, don't really think Adam Doran or Rowan O'Grady, the joint managers here for TUD, will be best impressed. I'd say Shawnee Buckley's quite happy on the far sideline. Now Frank Irwin. And Irwin and Danny McCartan standing quite close to him. He's been told to back away, so can't be the wee bit of gamesmanship. What's the strike like? That's a hell of a strike. Does he have the accuracy, Paul? You bet he does. That's a brilliant score from Frank Irwin. Really good score for the Munster men. That puts just the goal between them. 10 minutes on the clock, second half. And a good strike from Irwin from the 45. And he had extra distance in it if he wanted, Paul.
He did, yeah. It was a great strike off the deck. The next break in play, we'll see the UL player coming back onto the field too, so we'll be back to 15.
Yeah, that was 15. A quick 10 minutes, wasn't it?
It's flying by.
Canavan does really well left-legged just to get it away there from Tomas O'Donnell. And now the rebuilding process starts with Niall Carlin. Carlin has a man to his left, he has Morris to his right, goes to his left-hand side. And now they're trying to attack just when I got away from Prendergast. You could see exactly what they're trying to do there. And now injection of pace coming through. Lovely little turn. Oh, Niall Carlin. He's so sticky, the two cornerbacks, the two Cavan men. That one there was Cian Riley. And now a flailing tackle there from, was it Jordan Morris it was, and the advantage is given. The shot come in, you can hear the roar from the far sideline. That is an absolute bomb of a score.
Brilliant.
What an absolutely super effort. And you can just hear the Dublin lads, Jack Lundy, just trying to inspire them, just trying to get them back. just trying to encourage some, but that was a great strike there from Dara Hennigan. Really good score, Paul, and they needed that.
They did. They're enjoying a good spell at the minute, UL. They'll be happy where they are, considering they were down by a man.
Yeah, absolutely. So 2 points between them. And despite that Sean Jones goal, they've come back really well. There's a TUD man down inside, stretching out the quad. Meanwhile, the game's going on. The physio's flying in there. Good skill, right-footed shot coming in from Danny McCartan, but you could just hear the groan around the place, and that's gone out to the left and wide. That's wide number 6. And there will be a couple of wides in particular that will really upset the TUD crowd, because chances like that, they're not coming like they were.
No. It's just hard to know with that wind as well. It seems to have changed again.
Yeah, it seems to have changed totally in this second half. Hannafin goes up, Erwin bats it down. 2 Dublin men around. One is McCartan. McCartan is a man inside. Uses Basquel. Basquel offloads it to Morris. Morris with a lovely ball inside. Chance now for Dublin to reply with a score. And Sean Jones, he's got another one. And that's 1-3 for Sean Jones. He's enjoying himself tonight, Paul.
He is, yeah, and some really quick hands, changed direction coming in off the angle for the score. It was great to watch, Ciaran.
Yeah, 1-3 for Sean Jones tonight. The goal was a cracker. Making way here is Dara Fee. He's the only TU Dublin man booked. And he has been replaced by number 22, Sean Reynolds. And the ball, Pasquale nearly intercepted it there, but it was well taken from Fenton Kelly. And Kelly pops it out to the far side. There's a tussle in the middle of the field, and there's a clear headlock, and that looks really silly from Darragh O'Hagan. There was no trouble at all there, and O'Hagan's just gone in and taken him by the head. And if the referee consults with the linesman here, it could be curtains for the number 9 from Limerick, Paul.
Yeah, he was the third man in there around the neck. The linesman was quick on to the referee there, so it will be interesting to see what the conclusion is here.
Yeah, and it was right in front of the linesman. 2 hands around the neck. There's absolutely no getting away with that one. So just when they got the full complement back after the black card, it looks now as if they're going to permanently be down to 14. Yeah,
the linesman from the far side, so unless he's seen what the original incident was, I'm not sure, but
yeah, he could have seen it, surely. It'll be interesting to see. They're in deep consultation here. Now the goalie's coming out just off for his opinion. He's been told to get away. I think he's actually telling him he's changing bibs, maybe, is he? Yeah, he wants an orange one now. Wee bit of sportsmanship there. TU Dublin giving the bib to University of Limerick. Now, what's the referee going to do here? He's talking to O'Hagan. Will he see red? He's actually talking to both of them, so it'll be interesting to see what the outcome is here, Paul.
Yeah.
You'd have to imagine a third man tackle is a red card. As you say, both linesmen were in, so maybe something is different. That's a pair of yellows. Interesting.
There is another man, I think, that is going to be called over, is there?
Well, that was for number 9, Darragh O'Hagan. And for number 8,
I think they had
Cian McBride.
They had the initial tussle, did they?
I don't think so. I think that's all the paperwork done. A pair of yellows. And now it'll be a hot ball. And we're halfway through the second half. And it's Dublin who lead by 3, 1-12 to 1-9. And now a little bit of bottling up. Was he charging? He got the ball away. Did really well there, the big number 9, just after being booked, Darragh O'Hagan. And now Erwin's ended up on the floor. Now a Dublin man has ended up on the floor. Now it'll be a free, will it? Or will it be a hot ball? It's going to be a hot ball. I think the referee's sensible. Just get the ball moving, because it's just starting to descend into a little bit of silliness now. Yeah. It was such a clean first half, but you can see the pressure cooker's coming up and it's a free.
It is. And I think the referee has to make a statement in the next couple of plays, or we'll be having a lot of throw balls and cards. And
Cian McBride won a really dirty one. Now here's the new man on, Reynolds. He has Prendergast to his right hand side if he wants, decides to use it to him. And Prendergast cuts inside. Was he held back? He gets it onto the left foot, and he is going to get a cracking good score from Reynolds. Brilliant score. They needed that one, Paul.
Yeah, and a great impact and fresh legs. You could see it there, and full of confidence to come in on his left there, Ciaran.
Now another sub coming in here for Dublin, and this time it is number 20, Dara Rooney from St Jude's. And making way. Looks, Paul, as if it's number 14, Conor Fee. Jordan Morris all the way back here on Dara Hennigan. He's playing as kind of a right half back at the moment, and he looks like he's not overly happy with this far back the pitch, but needs must.
I think the management here are telling himself and Colin Pascal to go and play inside, but I think they're going to have to wait for the next break of play to try and switch that up.
I'd imagine they will, yeah. And eventually we'll get the restart underway, and it'll be Billy Hogan. 17 minutes gone. It's a bitterly cold night, but it's dry and the conditions for football are perfect. Now Reynolds did really well to dispossess there, and Rooney put the foot in, and Cashman went down fairly sorely. Another man in for Limerick wearing 30. That's Cathal Ryan. So the subs starting to come, the fresh legs starting to come, and Owen Clifford has won himself a free. Now Ryan goes back and gets it back. Can he build an attack? He's going to give a run here too. The new man Reynolds. Hannafin comes out to confront. And he's gone inside. He's been dragged by Reynolds. And it'll be a free in. Pasquale did win the ball, but it was for the previous foul. And only one man inside the 65. That's Sean Jones. Now it's back out to Limerick, number 18. And that Jack Fallon. And back now to Cian O'Grady. And into the hands of the right half back, Owen Clifford. And Clifford with a big one across to the far sideline, and that has gone out of play. And it just felt like a big moment for Dublin.
Yeah, and TUD were celebrating that one.
Yeah. It just felt as if there was a breakdown in play, but more so than that, it had taken the momentum out of it, yeah. Now into the hands here of the Dublin centre half back. That's Cormac McGeough. McGeough pops it back, and they can really switch the play now. And they have swapped it, and they've swapped it over to this near side. And carrying it out here is the full-back, Matt Nolan. Nolan for Hannafin. And Hannafin, he just was confronted by a couple of men. One of them's Cashman. He's done really well to hold on to the ball there, and he's done even better to give it back to Niall Carolan. And Carolan just pops it out to the far side of the field, and they're building again Pasquale. Pasquale offloads it and continues to run. You can just see the pace. He wants it back. He didn't get it back, and he had to comfort himself. Gives it out to Lundy. Lundy is Hannafin in the middle of the field, but he decides to use Rooney. Rooney takes the touch and just pops it all the way back to him. And it comes back to the full-back here, Matt Nolan. They're really patient here, Paul.
Yeah, and it's an advantage to them as well. The longer they hold on to the ball here, you know, the time is ticking away, so they'll be happy with their patient build-up here.
Yeah. Now Hannafin, he has Morris off him if he wants. He can't get it to him the first time, but he does second him, and Morris just pops it really well back to Cian Riley. Cian swaps it out to the far side of the field. And now Pasquale has it. Try to cut inside. Oh, does really well, Pasquale. And the hop was fortunate. He's a man who's right if he wants. Does offload. There's a real chance for Sean Jones. Was he fouled? The referee looks at it. The referee has given a penalty, and Sean Jones has created that out of absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it was a ball taken at full pace, and there was only one of two things going to happen there. Ciaran, it was a penalty, or it was going into the back of the net. So.
And it just goes to show you, like, you can keep good players quiet for long periods, and then when they just decide to inject the afterburners, there's nothing you can do. Pasquale just took it on his own down the right hand side, cut inside. Jones was coming through like a train, and they won the penalty.
Yeah, no, brilliant footballer by exceptional footballers.
Now Jack Lundy will take it. The Ballantyre St John's man, looking for a goal to add to the point he scored earlier on. It was a fantastic strike he scored earlier on. This would really seal the deal, Paul. And Lundy into the bottom left-hand corner, and I would say that's game, set and match.
You'd have to imagine so, Ciaran. Yeah, there's just under 9 minutes to play here. It will be a big ask for you, Al, to come back from this.
Yeah, 19-12, 2:13 to 1-9. The penalty was dispatched into the bottom left-hand corner of Billy Hogan's goal. And that should be that. It'll be the semi-finals of the Sigerson Cup for TUD. Also there already are UCD, who won earlier on tonight against Kerry in Belfield. They had a 5-18-1-4 win against MTU Kerry, so comprehensive from the Southsiders. And Limerick just trying to come again now. They're just pushing every single man forward. Keeper has it, making a run down the line. As he lost the ball, he has, but he was very fortunate that it came off the left thigh of Sean Hannafin. So it'll be a line ball for Limerick and back into the hands. Lundy did really well to get pressure on, but he couldn't just dispossess. And now Cashman, the centre-back, wanted to make one of those runs. Sean Jones did well to slow him down, helped by McCartan. And it's popped all the way back out. Oh, lovely hands. Limerick coming through. There's a wee bit of pace to their attack. This could be a goal for them. The shot comes in as it bounces. Oh, what a lovely soccer finish in there.
Great finish.
Great reply. It's not over yet, Paul.
No, could have spoke too soon, Ciaran.
Might have spoken just a wee bit too soon. I think that was touched in with the sub, Pádraig White. So big score for Limerick because it keeps them in it. They really needed something. You could feel it had gone dead, Paul.
It has, but it was a big win and a kick out for Dublin there, and it's a long direct ball into Morris.
Yeah, but it's collected again by the keeper. He's played really well tonight.
He has.
He's seen a lot of ball, Billy Hogan.
Both goalkeepers have actually been exceptional.
Yeah, well selected by Erwin. Just got away from Hannafin and now launched inside. And it's back into the hands now. Limerick really starting to grow in confidence here for Jack Fallon. That'd be some strike if he can connect. That is an absolute bomb from Jack Fallon. Brilliant score.
3 down with 5 to play, Ciaran.
Yeah, good reply.
Brilliant reply, yeah. Subs for both teams here as well.
3 between them. 2:13 plays 2:10. We've 6 minutes to go. And you just felt when the goal went in there from the penalty that was it, but they have replied in serious fashion.
Yeah, no, they really put shoulder to the wheel there. It's going to be a big 6 minutes.
Yeah, now Ollie Brooks coming in. And the ball broke in the middle of the field, and the man limping is Joe Prendergast, but he's won us free. Did well there, Prendergast. Now out to Pasquale on the far side. And Pasquale just trying to inject. Cuts inside. Can he get it away? He can't. He has to go back. Back to Rooney. Rooney was well hit, but showed a lot of strength to hold on to. Probably showed a wee bit too much because he's given the ball away.
Yeah, I thought that tackle maybe was a bit high there, Ciaran. But he may have just turned into it too. So.
Yeah. So coming into the action here is Ollie Brooks from the St. Pat's Club in Donabate. Both sides have emptied the bench well, Paul.
They have, and I think I've seen Darragh Lovett go in there as well for TUD.
Yeah, so Danny McCartan just making his way out of the action. The Lowman's man. Now Limerick just trying to build again. Linesman looks at the watch, but 4 or 5 to go, inclusive of injury, I'd say. For one of these sides, it'll be the semi-finals of the Sigerson Cup. For the others, it'll be the Showers and a night out probably. And touched on the ground, but well picked up from Limerick. The second half asking, lovely skill from the big full forward there, and he just did really well. Sean McDonald, man has been booked in the first half. He's a big man in full flight. Back to Erwin. Erwin trying to work something. He's going to have to do it all on his own here. There's no one coming to help him. He's been well confronted there by Matt Nolan, and the shot eventually comes in. Where's that going again? It lands into the hands of the goalie Jack Rogers, and he's taken that forward. He's taken big moments then when you drop a ball short, because it automatically allows the opposition to restart the game, Paul.
Yeah, and they could look back at them as missed opportunities with a 3 points down, you know.
Yeah, you take the forward, it will drop into the hands, only 3 points in, suddenly they're a point up. Advantage here for TU Dublin, and they've really started to put the afterburners on. Good skill on the far side, and they're coming inside. The ball's been popped into space. Can he make it? He can. There's a real chance on here for Rooney. Will he take the point? It's come off the post, it's popped back out to the substitute. Oh my God, he was pushed. No. Wide as a gate. It looked as if he was fouled. It's not given. And that was a glaring chance for Ollie Brooks.
They could rue that chance.
I was about to say if he'd gotten that one, it definitely would have been over, but nothing would surprise you in this game. The kick out to the far side, and again Limerick just going short with it. They've gone back to basics, worked it out short, but they've played more of a kicking game in the second half, and it's really worked for them. They've never looked like shying away, even when Dublin were pushing away. Now ball inside, he'll do well to keep that in, and he has. He's done really well. And Limerick just trying to build now through Keane O'Grady. He's been lively in there, well marshalled by Niall Carlin. And now Dublin have turned them over. And Reynolds on for Rooney. And the kick ball forward looks for Morris, and Morris, he has no one inside. He'll have to go on his own. Prendergast has made a run. Will he release him? He will release Prendergast. He is a man inside him, is Sean Jones. Will he give it to him? He decides to go for goal himself. It's blasted over the bar by Joe Prendergast. I think the simple square across was the move, Paul.
Probably would have been the better option, but it puts them 4 up too, Ciaran. So a score is a score, as they say.
The score is a score. And that's 2:14. Plays 2:10. And time really against Limerick here. 27 and a half gone, 2.5 to play plus injury. Ball out to this near side. Is it going to go dead? It's broken down. It's fallen into the hands of Rooney, and he's done really well there, Reynolds, Sean Reynolds. And he was hit round the head. And the guilty party being called towards the referee is Dara Hennigan. He was down with a head injury himself in the first half, so was he booked maybe before? I don't have it down, Paul, but the line here feel he was. That was a big win from Reynolds.
It was a big win.
And the yellow card, probably the fairest at this late stage.
Yeah, I think he probably felt that he had to go for it to try and get that turnover. It was an open field up in front of him, but just a little too high.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Lundy has it. Holy do. There's no one really behind him, because everyone that is behind him is well picked up. What does he have in front of him? He finds that little bit of space, and well won out in front. Sean Jones. And Jones offloads it to Lundy. And Lundy back as far as Nolan, the fullback, and gives it back for Lundy. And Lundy wants to go, lays it off. Good hands. And well taken there. He's been very impressive tonight, Niall Carlin. And he's been fouled now. But that all came from Jack Lundy, just slowing the game right down. Very clever.
Absolutely, and a deep run then from Niall Carlin to break a tackle and get a free in an advanced area.
So just over the minute to go, plus whatever's added on, Paul, and TUD now have ball inside the 45. They're 4 points to the good. They're looking like they're on the way into the semis. Now here's Jordan Morris. Can he get his second point of the night? Will he go on the right? Will he go on the left? He decides to do neither and just fist it over the bar, and that's a brilliant score from Jordan Morris. That's his second point of the night on the stroke of full time. And the point from Jordan puts 5 between them.
Yeah, and TUD are shouting 45. They're going to give up this kick out and try and flood the defence here.
Yeah, probably sensible at this late stage, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely.
2:10-16, plays 2:15-21, 5 between them, 30 minutes on the clock. Substitution, Jack Lundy, who's been exceptional from centre half forward tonight, he comes out. We'll bring you confirmation of who's gone in for Jack in just a moment. A short, or a long kick out I should say, was spilled on the ground, but there was a push in the bag, and thankfully from a Limerick point of view it was a free.
It was Darrell Lovett that went in. I thought he had gone in earlier, but he replaced Lundy there.
Lovett eventually makes his entrance into this quarter-final, and Limerick coming. They'll need a goal, they'll need it quick, and they'll need another one after that. And they've just got inside. There might be a chance here for Limerick. They've bored straight down on the 14. Was he held up? He was. Chance of a shot from Erwin. It's trickled through. No, it's saved. And eventually it ends back in the hands of the 45. It did quite a play. That looked as if it could have gone anywhere. But it's gone for 45.
It's really good defending there by McGeough, came across.
And now they've pushed everyone up. There is nobody in the Limerick half of the field whatsoever.
Going to lob this one in.
Yeah, and the lob has gone wayward. It's gone way out to the right, but it'll be kept in play, and it's fallen all the way. And now if TUD can move this ball, they have a real chance because they've loads of advantage here. It's 3v1 if they can just get a kick across the 45. But Limerick have done well to slow them down. And eventually when they do get it kicked away, it's fallen into the hands of a Limerick man. 2 men end up on the ground. Limerick going for a Gary Owen. Put inside, the ball is bounced. Where's it bounced? It's bounced into the hands of Matt Nolan, the fullback. He's done really well. And then the ball has ended up as the 45. I don't know how that happened, because the ball was cleared by Matt Nolan, it was blocked by a Limerick man, and it's gone out for a 45.
Oh, he's changed his mind.
It is wide out.
Yeah.
I know it's cold, but the eyes are working fine. And now the referee, is he signalled that's full time as well? No, he's just restoring a wee bit of order, Paul, because I think the players, yeah.
Marty, what do you make, Marty? 2 left, 3 left. Take 3 on.
We've been told there's about 3 minutes to go here, Paul. It must be inclusive of stoppage time and added time. And now the ball is in the hands of Jack Rogers. Rogers just slowing the game right down. You wouldn't blame him for that. He wants to get over the line here, but they have 5 points of a cushion. So unless Limerick hit the net twice, Paul, I think it's safe to say TU Dublin will join UCD in the semi-finals of the Sigerson Cup. Cormac McGeough has it. And McGeough, lovely ball forward. And now just trying to inject a little bit of pace in that left-hand side.
Good hand.
A great interception, and Limerick just turned the ball over outside their own 45. And Limerick have it now. It's in the hands of the Limerick full forward, Sean McDonnell. And all these wee notings, Paul, just slowing the game right down and leaving more time on the watch for a potential snatch and grab.
They need something to happen very quick for that.
They do, and Love it just slow. Yeah, Love it just slowing the game down, but the advantage has been played. 2 men over on this side. One of them is the goalkeeper. He's been absolutely exceptional. Billy Hogan at going forward tonight. His counterpart and opposite number 1, Jack Rogers, has had more to do in the traditional goalkeeping sense of things, but Hogan's been good. There's a push in the back, was there? It fell all the way through, but it's fallen all the way through to Matt Nolan. Nolan trying to come out. He's been saddled, and it will be a free. And the ball just comes to the hands now of Flynn. And now great speed on the far side, just trying to get away from any potential attacks. It's fallen lovely hands. Pasquale has it. There's 2 inside. Jordan Morris on the far side looking for it. Morris has a real chance to bury it if Jones can find him. Jones gives good hands. A free in, surely it's as good as a score. And now it's back into the hands of Lovett. Lovett will take the hop, take the shot. It's blocked down. It doesn't matter, Paul. And probably clever just to keep using up the time, because now they have a free hit at goal and they've eaten another 3 or 4 seconds into it.
Yeah, and you'd imagine this is probably the final play of the game, so TUD will be happy to get that free.
Yeah, they will, and they'll be delighted to go into the semi-final of the Sigerson Cup. And this will be, as you say, Paul, probably the last play of the game. And again, it's Colin Pasquale. He's had 2 serious frees. This will be a 3rd one, if he can convert. And Pasquale now, and he's left that one short. Probably the right time of the game to leave it short, to be fair.
You'd imagine they're going to try and get a foul on here.
Yeah, and slow the game right down. You can see they're all making their way back out. You can see the keeper's just trying to help in the attack. There's about 40 seconds to go for Limerick, the University of, to try and get into the semi-finals and ultimately win their first ever Sigerson Cup. And yet, ball in the hands now of the right corner back. He had the centre back Cashman going through, but Paddy O'Driscoll feels he can do it. O'Driscoll took a shot, and it took a deflection, and that could have ended up anywhere, Paul, but it didn't. It ended up over the bar, and it's another point, and Paddy O'Driscoll's first.
Yeah, it was a great attempt, Ciaran.
Great attempt.
Nearly got a bit of fortune on it.
Yeah, 4 between them still. It's 2:15, 2:11, and that one could have gone absolutely anywhere from Paddy O'Driscoll. And now Jack Rogers just slowing it down. Rogers kicks it long, and there is the full-time whistle, and TU Dublin have progressed to the semi-finals of the Sigerson Cup on a full-time scoreline of 2:15 to 2:11. And they'll take plenty of positives from that, Paul.
Absolutely, and fairness to UL, they were right in that game up and probably till the black card, and I know they did come back into it, but I think TU Dublin were full of confidence. I don't think they were ever going to lose that game, and I think their big players really stepped up, and to a man they were probably full value for the win there, Ciaran.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, that is TU Dublin into the semi-finals of the Sigerson Cup. They have beaten the University of Limerick by 2-15 to 2-11. My sincere thanks to Paul and for Dr. Deirdre Lillis for joining us at half time. From all of us, good night.